Welcome back to the Xultimate Firehose, the only show brave enough to read an entire day of Elon Musk's timeline so that you don't have to. I'm Jim, and today we are looking at June 7th, 2026. One day, 25 posts, and almost none of them are actually Elon's own words. Let that sink in. The richest man on the planet spent his Saturday the way the rest of us do, lying in bed, thumb hovering over the repost button, co-signing other people's tweets at a velocity that should require a license. We've got an election fraud thread that pulled over 5 million views. We've got a man declaring he will, quote, restore justice to Britain. We've got a Tesla outselling pickup trucks in Australia, a welder becoming a millionaire, and Voyager 1 phoning home from 24 billion kilometers away on a transmitter weaker than your fridge light. It is a lot. Before we dive in, if you want more of this, the algorithm only really cares about two things, and they are both free. Hit that like button and drop a comment telling me which account I should put under the microscope next. I read every single one. Subscribe on YouTube so the next episode finds you. Follow DGTL Dreamscapes over on X. And if you've got one friend who is also doom scrolling this exact timeline, send it to them. Misery loves company. Okay, let's open the fire hose. If you want to understand Elon's June 7th, you have to start with elections because he could not stop. Underneath a post from Robbie Starbuck about a California vote count, Elon wrote, "The reason ID is banned in California and New York elections is to enable large-scale fraud. When you combine no ID and mail-in voting, fraud is de facto legalized." 152,000 likes, 5.2 million views. He is not subtweeting. This is the main tweet. Then he found a chart, specifically a post from a user named Corbin Williams, staring at a line graph of how a vote count moved over time, asking, how did a blue city only increase votes for Nietzsche by mail without increasing votes for Karen Bass? This is fraud. Elon's contribution to this analysis was a single thinking face emoji. That's it. The little guy with his hand on his chin. 34,000 likes for an emoji attached to a spreadsheet. Peer review has never been easier, but my favorite is this one. Under a post from Not the Bee that says, and I'm reading this carefully, when statistically impossible things happen, we should not be expected as a society to accept them. Statistical impossibilities are hard evidence of fraud. Elon's entire response was the 100 emoji. 11 million views. 11 million for a number. He looked at a paragraph about the foundations of statistical reasoning and replied with the same energy as a guy double tapping a gym selfie, and it wasn't all vibes. He reposted a federal prosecutor, Bill Aselli, claiming California is blocking a federal audit of its voter rolls and listing the ID you can apparently register with as a first-time voter, including, and stay with me here, a gym membership card, a credit card, a prescription drug label, 37,000 likes. Look, I'm not a lawyer, but if my Planet Fitness card counts as voter ID, that's the most powerful the membership has ever been, and I'm still going to ghost it after January. Venture capitalist Sean McGuire kept the theme alive. It takes a conspiracy theorist to believe California's election is secure. 11,000 likes. The whole timeline today is doing this judo move where being skeptical is the new normal and trusting the system is the fringe position. And to wrap the bow, Elon reposted and wokeness, digging up a Charlie Kirk tweet from September 2020 predicting mail-in fraud. The implication being, he called it. Whether you buy that or not, the engagement is real. 12,000 likes on a 5-year-old screenshot on this app. Nothing ever truly dies. It just gets reposted with a knowing nod. Now we cross the Atlantic because Elon's other obsession today was Western civilization and specifically Britain. Under a post claiming the founder of the Iceland supermarket chain said, quote, two-tier policing exists, Elon wrote 4 words. Restore justice to Britain. 21 million views. 21 million. That is more people than live in the entire country of, well, a lot of countries. For 4 words, he kept going. Over a post from an outlet called The Mercian, claiming NHS services were told not to detain certain patients to lower overrepresentation, Elon asked the question that has become his entire personality lately, who is making them do this? 136,000 likes, 11 million views. It's never a statement anymore. It's always a question. Who's doing this? Why is this happening? It's the timeline equivalent of slowly turning to look directly into the camera. Then came the Thomas Sowell quote. Somebody posted that famous line about multiculturalism, meaning embracing every other culture except your own. And Elon added, why is it only pushed in the West? 122,000 likes, 8.8 million views, 3 reposts in a row, all asking essentially the same question, all pulling 8-figure view counts. The man has discovered that on X, a question outperforms an answer every single time. And right at the end of the day, almost midnight, he reposts a clip of J.D. Vance saying, quote, defending your culture isn't radical, it's reasonable. Elon's review, one word, true. 22,000 likes for a man agreeing with the vice president. Bold stance, real out on a limb stuff there. He even went international, reposting Austrian activist Martin Sellner, contrasting German media coverage of George Floyd with their coverage of a local case, captioned the utter hypocrisy of German media. 60,000 likes. So just to recap the geography. In a single day, Elon Musk took policy positions on California, Britain, Germany, and Australia. The sun never sets on the repost empire. This next post got the most likes of his entire day, and it's 3 words. Under a graphic comparing a raised fist in June 2020 to handcuffed wrists in June 2026, Elon wrote, Fate hates hypocrisy. 164,000 likes, 5.9 million views. 3 words. I have written entire heartfelt birthday cards that got 2 likes, and this man drops Fate hates hypocrisy like a fortune cookie and breaks the internet. There is no justice, which I suppose is his whole point. He boosted a post from Alice Smith introducing what she called a, quote, woke word you need to learn, malinformation, defined as information that is factually correct but politically damaging. 6,000 likes. And honestly, whatever side you're on, that is a genuinely chilling concept, and it tells you exactly which battle this whole timeline thinks it's fighting. The battle over who gets to decide what's true. He doubled down with the Solzhenitsyn quote, also via Alice Smith. Socialism needs propaganda because reality always ends up contradicting it. 6,700 likes. At this point, Elon's timeline is fully transformed into a quote tweet book club, and the only genre on the shelf is dystopia. Okay, this is the single most viewed post of his entire day, so we have to talk about it. Under a clip from Katie Miller reporting that Australia's fertility rate has plummeted to 1.48, the lowest in history and well below replacement, Elon wrote 3 ominous words. They are disappearing. 26 million views. 117,000 likes. 26 million. Now look, population decline is a real thing that serious demographers worry about. But the man delivers it with the gravity of a horror movie trailer. They are disappearing. Sir, this is a news clip about birth rates, not the rapture. But you cannot argue with 26 million views. When Elon wants to talk about the end of the world apparently shows up to watch. Let's get to the part of his day that actually involves, rockets. SpaceX posted that a Falcon 9 launched 21 Starlink satellites plus 2 Starshield satellites out of California. Almost 9,000 likes, 1 million views. On any normal person's account, this is the biggest news of the month. On Elon's timeline, it's a Saturday. It barely cracked the top 10. But this one is genuinely sweet. He reposted a Wall Street Journal story shared by Justin Lopez about SpaceX employees about to cash in when the company goes public. The quote from a welder named Juan Hernandez, it's put me in a comfortable position for life. $10,000 of equity granted back in 2020, now worth small fortunes against a $36 billion valuation. 3,000 likes, no notes. A welder getting generational wealth from rocket stock is the most wholesome thing on this entire timeline, and I will not be roasting it. He also got philosophical, replying to a user about why execution beats ideas. It's not that good ideas aren't important. They're just overrated relative to implementation. The idea of going to the moon is easy, but going to the moon is hard. Almost 7,000 likes. And credit where due, that one's actually a solid line from a guy who has, in fact, gone to the general vicinity of space. And then, in the same breath, he posted a video with the caption, maybe largest in this sector of the galaxy. 25,000 likes, 8.7 million views. I genuinely cannot fully tell you what is the largest in this sector of the galaxy. The quoted clip is a man sitting in an apartment. But I can tell you that maybe largest in this sector of the galaxy is the most Elon Musk phrase ever committed to the internet. This man cannot describe a sandwich without invoking the Milky Way. The Tesla wins came rolling in 2. He reposted a claim that for the first time ever, an electric vehicle became the #1 best-selling vehicle in Australia across all categories. The Model Y outselling the Ford Ranger, the Toyota Hilux, every SUV, every family car. 3,000 likes. In a country that runs on utes, that is a legitimately big deal, and you can feel the victory lap in the repost. His own mother, May Musk, got in on it, sharing a clip captioned, Tesla Takeover Europe, with the parade of Tesla owners in traditional Austrian dress. Quote, wow, this is beautiful and impressive. Almost 5,000 likes. Elon reposted his mom, because nothing says global automotive dominance like getting boosted by your mother on a Saturday. And the smallest post of the day, the runt of the litter at 58,000 views. Tesla North America claiming a Tesla is twice as likely to reach 250,000 miles as a Subaru. No engine, no oil changes, no timing chains. A perfectly nice stat that got, by his standards, completely ignored. Turns out reliability metrics just cannot compete with the collapse of Western civilization. Tough crowd. Let's land this thing on a few of the deep cuts. Elon reposted a stunning fact from World of Engineering. Voyager 1 is 24 billion kilometers from Earth, talking to us on a 23-watt transmitter, less power than a refrigerator light bulb. The signal takes 22 hours to reach us and arrives 20 billion times weaker than the power it left with. 14,000 likes. And genuinely, that one deserves every single one of them. That is the good stuff. That is the part of the timeline that remembers space is supposed to be awe-inspiring. On the nerd tech front, he boosted a developer named Akshat, posting a patch note, a crash during web fetch in Grok build, fixed in stable 0.2.32 with a plug for something called Composer 2.5. 1,000 likes, riveting release notes content. But hey, somebody out there needed that fix, and Elon made sure 500,000 people saw the apology emoji. And finally, the thesis statement for the whole account. A user called XFreeze laid out Elon's, quote, ultimate goal for the future of humanity: a multiplanetary species, an economy of total abundance powered by AI and robotics, uninterrupted global connectivity, maximum personal freedom with zero government oppression. 4,000 likes. So there it is. In one single Saturday, the man went from your gym card is voter fraud all the way to we will become an interplanetary civilization of total abundance. The range, the absolute range. So that was June 7th, 2026, 25 posts, and if you're keeping score, it was roughly 1 part rockets, 1 part Tesla, and 8 parts Elon staring into the abyss of Western democracy and typing, who is making them do this? A man with the resources to fund a city on Mars, spending his Saturday adding thinking face emojis to line graphs. We are all so much more alike than we realize. The biggest hits, Fate Hates Hypocrisy, 164,000 likes. Restore Justice to Britain, 21 million views. And they are disappearing, a staggering 26 million. 3 short, ominous fragments that move more numbers than a welder becoming a millionaire and a probe whispering to us from the edge of the solar system. That, my friends, is the algorithm in 2026. If you made it this far, you're my kind of person. Here's the deal. None of this show grows unless you tell the algorithm you like it, so smash that like button and leave a comment with the account you want me to autopsy next episode. I genuinely read all of them, and you're the one who shapes this show. Subscribe on YouTube so you never miss a Firehose. Follow DGTL Dreamscapes over on X for the in-between stuff. And share this with the one friend who needs to see maybe largest in this sector of the galaxy with their own eyes. I'm Jim. This was the Xultimate Firehose. Stay hydrated, touch grass, and I'll see you tomorrow.